what's good everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Zamir from MPC Tunes. In this video, I'm gonna talk about MPC sample, and I have my cat here, so she's gonna do a little bit of, cameo every now and then. So I hope you guys can forgive her. So I've been waiting for her to get out of this place, but she's not going to. So I'm gonna just let her be here, right? She's staring at your soul right now. Anyway, today I want to talk about excuse me. Today I want to talk about MPC sample. MPC sample is a new sampler that's coming from MPC Akai basically, right? And I really love what they are planning to do with it. It's going to be a portable, battery powered, and it has a, if I'm not wrong, they have the same audio engine, I believe. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, that's similar to MPC 60 or MPC 2000 or 3000, right? MPC 60 have its own distinct sound that a lot of people mention. I'm not really sure about that because I've never used MPC 60, but what I heard is MPC 60 gives the drums a little bit more punch, bounce, and all that stuff. I believe that those things will also be kind of integrated with the new MPC sample, with the modern layout, right? So let's take a look at those right now. So here's I'm actually at musictech.com, and there are few things that's mentioned here. I'm not really sure if this is accurate though. So let's take a look at it. It's gonna be launched on 24th of March, and it's actually a portable hardware sampler, and it's inspired by Akai MPC 60 and MPC 3000. Like I mentioned earlier, it's actually a sampler inspired by MPC 60 and MPC 3000. And from the photo, yeah, actually it does look almost kind of similar to MPC 60 but it's a bit smaller in size. It does look like a calculator as well. So this is from the Gemini. Currently, MPC sample is going to be launched tomorrow, which is March 24. This isn't just another firmware update. It's a dedicated portable hardware sampler, okay, which I already mentioned earlier. It's actually a standalone sampler and it's portable. The sampler is very similar to Roland SP404 MK2 or the Teenage Engineering EP133. Okay, so let's take a look at what it comes with. So it comes with a built-in rechargeable battery, and it can last approximately 5 hours. It also comes with an internal microphone and a built-in speaker. This is a win already because I know I've tested the speaker of Akai MPC Live 3, MPC Live 2 as well. The speaker is really good. It has a nice low end and stuff like that, but obviously it's not as good as any studio monitors. But to produce a song real quick, those speakers are really good. I'm not sure whether they are using the same built-in speakers from the other MPC. However, if that's what they're using, that'll be great, right? And the pads is 16 RGB velocity sensitive pads with polyphonic aftertouch. MPCE, the same MPCE tech found in the recent MPC Live 3. So I'm not really sure whether they do have that quadrant thingy. If not, that sucks, right? The screen is about 2.4-inch color display for waveform editing and chopping. The storage, about 8 gig internal storage with micro SD slot for your libraries. Right, and the price is about $399. So here in Malaysia, I think it's about 1,600 to 1,700. It depends on the exchange rate and other taxes, etc. And software, it runs a streamlined version of MPC 3 OS designed for instant lazy chopping and live performance effects. MPC 3 OS, which you can find in MPC 3 Lives, I think, but it is a streamlined version. I think they will have much lesser features than the one in MPC 3. Okay, if you ask me if I wanna ever buy this, I think I might, but it depends on whether I can use it simultaneously with MPC 3, the software. If I can, then there's a possibility that I might get it. If not, I'm gonna wait for the controller that comes with the MPCE touchpad. Yeah, so let's wait for tomorrow. I really can't wait for it. Let me know if you guys are also waiting for this, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.